Hello, so I'm Daniel Boland, and I'm joined here by the candidates for the student officer roles. So if we just start by going around and introducing yourselves, that would be perfect. So yourself, what role you're applying for, pronouns, everything would be great. Thank you very much.
Rowan, they, them, and I'm running for the LGBT plus part-time officer position.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Yagoda and I'm applying for Liberation Officer.
Perfect. Ooh.
Hi everyone, my name is Leon. I'm running for the International and Community Officer.
Hi everyone, my name is Aurangzeb Wattu and I'm running for International and Community Officer.
Well, perfect. So today we're going to be playing Jenga, and I'm also going to be asking you a couple of questions about your manifesto, about you as a person, so we can get a better idea of you as a candidate. So for those of you who don't know how to play Jenga, we're going to be removing singular blocks of wood and placing them on top of the tower, and if it falls over, then sadly that is the end of the game. But yeah, so I mean, let's get started. Who would like to start us off in the tower? Lovely. So whilst you're doing that, I'll start asking questions. So come here first. Why are you running for your role?
Well, as a postgraduate, international, black law student, I feel like I have a particular niche where I have this unique vantage point where I have different perspectives of various groups and peoples, and I feel like I'd be the perfect representation for all these communities put together. Yes.
That's perfect. I'm just going to move in kind of the direction of the game. So, yeah, so why are you also running for your role?
I'm running for my role because I'm really passionate about standing up for my community. A lot of things are going wrong in the world, especially in terms of LGBT plus rights in the UK. A lot of trans rights are at a lot of risk, are being stripped at the moment, and it fills me with a lot of rage. But what I do with that is then up to me, and what I do with that is try and bring joy to my community where I can. And there are so many things in the SU that I can see how to fix and how to help that I just really want to give it a go and do the best I can to support my community.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. And bring it over here.
So,
I'm
So-
away.
I'm running for the officer because this is my 4th year at university, and during my years at the university, I feel like I experienced loads of I needed help from like lots of different kind of like student support services, and I always find that they are useful, but to get to them it's like really difficult. And as a working student, I know how hard it is sometimes to like engage in the university and the SU life while you're working. So all this stuff together, my experiences and my friends' experiences, I feel like I just saw so many of these little things that don't really work. That makes really hard to actually enjoy the SU. And this is such a shame because the SU is a great place and they offer so much. And I would like to like put it like all together somehow, and yeah, and try to get people from Liberation Group to get more engaged in the SU life, because I think they deserve it because they pay for it as well.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you very much. We'll continue with Jenga now. So I'll bring it back around here. So why are you running for your role?
Uh, as an international student, you can say, or as an international community member, I think that international student here in this country, or you can say here in Sheffield, if we talk about particular thing, so they experience or they go through a lot of problems, and as I have been through many problems as well, so keeping it simple, I would say I want to be the voice of the whole international community and want to represent them and want to help them to my level best. Yeah.
That's very insightful. Thank you very much. So I do believe it's your turn now with the Jenga. So if I carry on with the questions, so what would you say is the policy that defines your campaign, like the most important standout point?
Well, personally for me, it all boils down to one simple principle, and that's empowering student voices. Yes? As an international student, myself as well, I realize that in as much as we do air out our grievances, they either take too long to be heard or are never heard at all. And so my one goal coming into this office would be to elevate those voices, to give people an opportunity and a platform for them to express themselves and to have their concerns and grievances addressed.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. So if I bring you back around here, so what would you? Oh, sorry. Yeah. What would you say is the part of the policy that defines your campaigns, the most important one?
So my overarching theme across my whole campaign is inclusivity and diversity and I've forgotten the word. Having different things going on all at once. Intersectionality. There you go. I'm a disabled student. I'm an LGBTQ plus student. I'm a neurodivergent student. I'm also part-time, which is something that most people don't take into consideration. I drop a year every single year that I go through uni. I'm always in a new cohort. I find that a lot of the time what we're doing within the SU isn't supporting intersectionality and making sure that everyone has a chance to be supported in the right way. So I really want to work towards that and listen to the people that I'm trying to represent, because for me, I can't speak for everyone. It's not right for me to speak for everyone. I want to be working by following what my community wants rather than leading them. So very much focusing on inclusivity, making things accessible, making things diverse, and making sure that everyone's heard.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. I might come over here so I don't interrupt the
How about I
play
take a
again.
look and then ask a question?
Yeah, you can do. A lot of focus on you now, though. That's the thing. Ooh. Nicely done. Very smooth. Ooh. Perfect.
At the end of the day, Jenga is also a team game
Absolutely.
because you don't want to ruin it too fast.
No, yeah. Ooh. That's very good action, that. Beautiful.
I did not do that.
Perfect. So if we bring it back around here, what would you say is the main point or part of the policy in your manifesto which you believe is like the most important or stand out?
So what I really want to do with the SU is to create a big community that involves people who are now overlooked and not represented enough. I want everyone to be kind of included in the SU. So my biggest policy is make the SU the place where students can seek support and just basically feel like they're part of it. No matter who you are, no matter from group you are, no matter if you have to work, no matter if you have to commute to university, if you are a parent, a carer, everyone is welcome. Everyone should feel welcome. And especially now during cost of living crisis, also law should be affordable. So basically make the SU a community. Yeah,
That's lovely, thank you. And again, bring it back around here. What is your standout point of your policy?
So my main manifesto includes diversity and inclusion, and then community engagement. So basically, my main focus would be that everyone, regardless of their races, regardless of their cultures, regardless of their religion, they should get the same opportunity and they should get to the same level. The main problem I have seen around the community is that most people are here are international students, and they experience problem in speaking English, and that would be my most important, or you can say my main focus, to introduce such programs, or to introduce more opportunities, or to introduce more awareness for those students who sometimes they feel shy to express everything out. And yeah, and then coming on the community engagement, there should be such platform there where everyone can come up on the same point, on the same table. And can I quote an example here? So I would like to quote an example from my religion, Islam. So basically, we Muslims, we pray 5 times a day in a mosque. So we go to mosque 5 times a day. So there, under that mosque, there are different cultures, there are different races, different people, different minds, you can say. They all gather up under that one roof, and they stand up in a straight row in the same procedure and same everything. So I would like to just relate to that concept that everyone should be equal and safe. So yeah, that would be all.
That's amazing. Thank you very much. So yeah, moving on to the next question. Why should people vote for you?
Oh, wow, that's a very good question. Why should people vote for me? Well, it's captured very adly in my slogan, which is, oh, sorry, I'm always for him. I'm always nervous for him. I mean, centering communities but empowering individuals. That's my slogan. So why do I believe in this? I believe communities should be empowered, yes, as well as individuals. And me being in my position, as I had pointed out earlier, being in my position, I'm in a unique niche. So it gives me the ability to then form this segue between the communities and administration and the union at large. So the reason why I think people should vote for me is I would then help them achieve their grievances. I would help them address all or most of their problems. I'll give them a conduit to come up with ideas, and I will also give them, an opportunity to see one of their own represent them to the fullest.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Now, why should people vote for you?
Because I have so much experience in so many different things that I feel like I'm in a really unique position for this role. I've been on 2 different working committees, both the LGBT plus working committee as the trans welfare officer, and also sports committee as the LGBT plus representative. I've been organising events since I was 8, and I've been involved in LGBTQ plus activism since I was 14. I've run events, I've run campaigns, I've spoken at protests, I've done individual one-to-one support. I work with kids, I deal with all sorts of issues. I have got really good at being able to listen and give people space, and sometimes that is just what is needed, is to give people the space to exist and to be themselves. And I think I'm both in a really unique position for it, but I'm also so passionate about this role. I have so much love for my community. They've given me so much and I want to give back, and I really feel like I could flourish and excel in this role and therefore benefit my community in some way, shape or form.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. And we're gonna wait again. Oh, smooth.
Very smooth.
Oh, well, I did. Well, that's Jenga. So if we reset this, I will carry on with some of the questions.
I was trying so hard not to knock it over with my text.
Oh, bless.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Part of my brain that
these
was
things
so
happen.
strong.
Well, if I just carry on the questions while we set this up. So, why should people vote for you?
I don't think there's one answer, because obviously I feel like there's loads of people who would be great for this role, but as I said, I have lots of experience being in university, and I just want to be a big sister to all the students, not only the younger for me, but to everyone. I just want to make sure that everyone is included, because I know how it feels to be here on my own, to be sort of left, to not really know how to engage with the societies, with this you, with everything. I sometimes know how hard it is to even send an email to someone with asking for help, how difficult it is. And then when you come back, when you got the answer, and it's oh, you have to send another email, and then another, and then you have to do something, and then at the end they don't really know how to help you. This is just tiring, and I know how it feels, and I don't want anyone to feel like that. And yeah, I just want to be a big sister, be it'll be fine, SU is here to help you, we are a big community, we are well supported, we have another resources to help you, and that's being people who want to vote for me.
That's great. Thank you. And I'll just wait for the tower to kind of be built, and I'll come back around here. But lovely setting up abilities here. So yeah.
This is how we'll build the community. Together.
Like building Jenga.
Perfect description. Wonderful.
Bring our Jenga community to the centre.
So bring it back around here. Why should people vote for you?
That's a tough question, but I'll try to answer. Yeah. So, first of all, I won't promise. I won't do fake promises like I'll reduce the living cost for students. I'll reduce the tuition fees and this and that. So basically, what I'll do is, or what make me perfect for this position is that I have a lot of experience in my school life as well, and then college as well. I was the house captain in my school, and then I was the sports president in my college back home. So that gave me a lot of experience to being a sports president. Obviously sports is a kind of same concept, like we all gather and we play as a team. So that is going to be my main motive, to gather everyone on the same platform. So I think that moreover, as an international student, I think I would be more fit for this position. As an international student, I can understand the international students' problems they are facing here. So, yeah, I would love to serve them all. Yeah.
That is great. Thank you very much. So let's jump to this question. What would you say excites you most about potentially being a student officer?
Personally, for me, interactions. It's not even being just the officer. Just being involved in this campaign, I've managed to make friends. I've met new people. I've done things I possibly thought I'd never do. Look at me in front of a camera. Yeah. So it's opportunities. That's what excites me. I mean, there is so much to do. There is so much that hasn't been discovered yet. There is voices that haven't been heard yet. There are very good ideas, clearly, as you can even see from the table alone. Yeah. So that's what excites me the most. It's the opportunity to get to serve the community and help them integrate well.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bring it over here. What excites you about potentially being a student officer?
Oh, so many things, but it gives me the space to run events and actually be a full part of my community and let my community come together. And what I very much learned when I was trans welfare officer, that even if it's hard work, it all became worth it as soon as one person was like, this helped. It didn't matter if it was just that one person throughout the whole year that was like, no, this did actually help. That made the whole thing worth it. And I think it's moments like that that actually I'm really looking forward to, of just having that moment of going, we're doing okay. We've got this. It's not all awful. We can muddle through it together as a community.
That's great. Thank you very much again. So, back to it. Perfect. No. That was quick, that. Well done.
First time playing Jenga. I'm
So-
playing with the regional champion.
I
Yeah.
will
Oh.
win my elections. I did this.
Well, what excites you about being a student officer?
I feel like, you know, when you have like so many ideas, like even when it's just so great to actually making them possible and making them come to life. That's the thing that excites me, that I'll be able to actually do something, and I will be the person like who can make change and who can talk to people and get their ideas to be like, you know, be started in real life, and it is really excited they can actually do something and not only like complain about university, because I feel like that's what all we do. Like, come on, we all do like, I wish this was different, or I'm so tired of this and this. And where being an officer, it actually allows you to make those changes, to take their complaints on a different level and just do it and do something about it. And that I think is super exciting.
That's great, thank you. And I'll bring it back around here. So, of course, yeah. Precious building. Very nice. So, again, what would excite you about being a student officer?
It's the community, I would say. So I always love to be around different people, different cultures, different voices, different opinions, you can say. And as my manifesto includes global capitalization, so around this community, I would say that globally minded people helps you a lot to uh, get the solution of the problems. So I think this community, I love to be around them. So that's the most fascinating thing for me.
That's great. Thank you very much. So, as we all know, there have been previous officers in the past. So, what I would like to ask is, what did you believe that the officer which had your role before you achieved very well, and how do you think you can build upon that?
That's a very good question. My predecessor, let me just say that, I'm getting confident.
I was looking for that word.
So my predecessor, I mean, I feel like she did a lot, especially in terms of, I got quite a cordial welcome. It was my first time, not only in Sheffield, it was my first time in Europe. I'd never been to Europe before. I traveled by myself. So this is me coming in, and there's a culture shock. I'm homesick, and they had all these mechanisms and all these seminars, workshops, and all these interactive ways and social events that helped me feel very cordially welcomed into the country. And that's where I think she excelled. I hope to build on that and to integrate more and more people. I felt at home, which is not something you get very commonly when you travel outside your continent, to be specific. Yeah, so that is exactly what she did well, and I hope to build on it from there.
Oh, that is lovely. Thank you very much. And yes, bringing it around here, what did your predecessor do, which you think you can build on?
So Jamie has done some amazing things this year. I mean, you can just look at the board in the hallway that was up for LGBT plus History Month that had so much cool information and like resources on it. Like he's very much like started to build a community, and I really want to like start working on that. He's got the LGBT plus gym sessions and the trans swim sessions going more frequently, which actually I really like because I started that as LGBT plus representative on Sportscom. So that's kind of something that like he's dovetailed in, and it's something that I really want to continue. He's done a load of good work this year. Like you could see the differences that he's put in place. And I just want to build off that and continue to build a stronger community.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. I'm going to let you take a piece.
Oh, is it me?
I do believe so.
Oh, no.
Ooh. That was a sneaky one, that. Ooh, going back in. Testing it out.
It sure is getting wobbly.
It really is. Oh, wow. Perfect.
What course do you do?
Chemistry.
Civil and structural. You have someone.
Oh, no, that's me.
Oh, well, hey ho. So, what do you think your predecessor's done effectively well, which you can build upon?
So obviously this year started a liberation forums, and that thing, it's like amazing idea to actually hear students' voices and be able to actually introduce them to like the higher people, you know. And then I know she did a lot of in case of like how to make change within departments in case of like curriculum, to make sure the curriculum is inclusive. It's, you know, it's actually true to the history, which we know it's sometimes a problem. So she did a lot of that to sort of calling out the lecturers who are not doing that. And I think that's what I want to do. I want to make the process of sort of not complaining, but like making notes on those sort of like if happening, that when something gonna like if the lecture is not inclusive, then I want to know about it to make note of that, so then we can go to department and call out people, be like, hi, I think you need to work on it, and here's the evidence. So she started doing that, and I would love to like continue to do that.
Well, that is perfect. Thank you very much. And bringing it back around here.
So Yeah, I won't complain. There's no complaint, to be honest, because she has done a lot of work. So simply as he mentioned many points, because we are on the same post. So yeah, I would simply say that I will just focus on my visions, and moreover, I will just add a bit extra work to the same she has done, and I'll carry on further and provide more opportunities for the communities. Yeah.
That is lovely. Thank you very much. So, um, just a question about kind of you after university. What are you hoping or expecting to do after uni?
Um, well, first of all, let me use that opportunity to discuss one small issue that we have as an international community. We have what you call visa stress. We are not entirely sure. Our futures are very uncertain, especially with all these new legislations coming into place. We're not entirely sure how long we're guaranteed here, or the amount of time we'll be given in case we don't get jobs that we want. But my plan personally is I want to get more involved with the community, and that's something I've done. I've picked up, I'm part of the bikers group in Sheffield. We go cycling all the way to Peak District and stuff, and I feel like I'm part and parcel of the community. So yes, I plan on staying here long term, and hopefully seeking out a job that would help me in the long run, and basically just still honing my skills. I still have a little bit of academics to work on. Yes.
And do you think that your officer role will help with you and kind of that career path or that future?
It definitely will. It definitely will. As we said before, yeah, the role is about connecting communities and empowering individuals. I feel like this would be the perfect way to have a connection. I mean, with me getting involved in more co-curricular activities or more hobbies, you then end up connecting with more people, and it then insights. It gives you insight basically to a lot of issues and things that need to be addressed.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. And yeah, bring it over here. So, do you have any plans for after university?
Oh, so my life's a little bit up in the air at the moment. I'm having to slightly reassess stuff because of health and disability, which is something that not many people talk about. I came to uni with one plan of my life, going into engineering and doing architecture and like making a career out of it. And now I'm like, actually, am I going to be able to work more than like 5 years? I don't know. So I've actually very much changed where I'm looking, and I'm actually wanting to go into youth work, and I want to go into pretty much running LGBTQ events and disability events and working in activism and charity sectors. Like ideally, for example, our local charity Say it supports LGBTQ youth. They're amazing. They provide therapy, youth groups, fundraising, even down to like housing support. They're fabulous, and I like something like that would be right up my street. Yet again, going back to what I'm passionate about within this role.
Well, that's perfect. And you can see how the role would interlink with that pretty perfectly. But yeah, but let you take your go at Jenga. Oh, getting high now, aren't we? Ooh,
Drop the pile twice. We definitely have to.
strong wobble action there.
We will remember you. Everyone will remember you.
Twice.
Great candidate, not great agenda.
You can't be perfect at everything.
You don't need to worry. It's not as if it's being streamed live. Sorry.
Thanks. No, that's not the one.
Ooh.
Fun fact, guys, as she's doing it. Jenga is a Kiswahili word for building.
Oh wow,
So yes.
it's very interesting. I'm just thinking if I should bring the question over here just for the second.
My pronouns are they, them.
So if I bring the question back over here. Oh, for the meantime, whilst they're doing this, what would you like to do after university? And is there any way that this role could help you with that?
To be honest, I am more towards business. My mind, you can say I'm a more business-minded person, but obviously, for now, I am gonna work or I'm gonna pursue my career in my degree. I'm doing mechanical engineering. It's my last year, so I'm gonna do something in that for some years to gain that experience. And obviously, this role, it says gathering community. So I'm gonna work around, if I get the chance, hopefully. So if I get that chance, I'm gonna work around the community and different cultures. Obviously, if I'm gonna work, I'm gonna pursue in my career later in mechanical. So it's gonna help me because I'm gonna, again I'm saying the same words. I'm gonna work with different cultures. So obviously in every job there are different cultures. So you get to learn how to engage with them and how to go on. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you very much. I do believe it's your turn now as well for the Jenga Tower. Uh, yeah. And if we bring it back over here, what do you expect to do after university, and how can this role help you in the future?
So I feel like I have a million ideas a minute about what I want to do. Like, it's changing all the time. But I feel like what these elections and the entire experience so far showed me is that working for non-government organization like a charity like SU would be actually great for me, when you can sort of plan lots of stuff, when you can work with lots of communities. It's feels like great idea, something I could actually do and enjoy, because I'm do chemistry and I could work for evil pharmaceutical company, but I don't want to do that. I want to work for people and to do something good for a good cause. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's great. Thank you. I do think we are just slowly about running out of time. The tower is still standing on its second run, which is incredible. Looking at the bottom there, it's all kind of messy. And it keeps on going. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
My bad, guys.
Ooh. Tension's flying
You
high.
wiggle your way out of that one.
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
Oh,
That's where people gonna decide.
Become one with the Jenga.
oh wow. Seriously wobbling there.
It was just.
That's impressive. Well, I don't know how long this is going to last now.
This game, or you guys really good at it?
Lock your ears, babe.
Don't know how I managed that. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I didn't even know
We've
that
got
this
to
was
finish
there.
I don't think we have much longer, but this is impressive how long this is going on.
Go on.
Shoot. Are we done with the questions?
I've run out of questions, but yeah. I'm just watching this now as it wraps up, because I can't imagine this goes on for much longer.
No. It's pretty much it's gonna be in the next few goes.
No way.
Oh,
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh wow. This
You
is.
might get a people wonder.
I don't know what happens if that's the case. Oh wow. Oh! Well, we've wrapped up the questions and we've wrapped up the second game now. 2-4's the tower. I think we've done pretty well there.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We definitely have.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for joining me here.
Thank you.
I hope, no worries. I hope you had a lovely time too. But
We did.
yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.